Hello everyone, this is I, your host, Mr. Kafuffles, and welcome back to more West of Loathing. We are just about done as we are heading into Frisco. Who the heck are you?
I'm the Emperor Norton. I'm in charge of this city, and you can't build any train tracks here without my permission.
An emperor? Where's your crown then?
As it happens, I lost my dang crown. Full thing didn't fit right anyway. But without it, I can't issue any official permits, and that means no rails for you. Unless, of course, you were to give me a new crown, a proper fitting one.
I don't have any crowns. Sorry.
Well, I guess that just tears it, don't it? So not only do you not get that permission, but also...
He reaches into his pockets and grabs a handful of powder, which he throws in your face. Your eyes burn.
Ha! Have a tasteful of my famous anti-virus, sucker!
Your vision goes all weird and you pass out. What was that? When you come to, Norton is gone and so is the train. Oh, great. Where'd the train go? That lunatic stole it. He drove off somewhere in the desert and Norton's gone off the trails. He points to a set of deep ruts off to the side of the trail tracks. You walk over to investigate, but you can't see it because of this weird hexagon thing in your eyes are doing. You should probably get that checked out, boss. That Norton fella said something about an anti-virus. Maybe someone around here knows something about it. Yeah, probably. This is the worst. Did I hear Smee say anti-virus? That's bad news. For real, everything looks all really weird and makes me dizzy. Even if I knew a particular cure for that, I ain't got any with me. And without time for a specific diagnosis, we're gonna need a high-powered cure-all. Like what? Well, honey's real good for infections and the like. Didn't Roy Bean have some kind of special honey jelly bean? It's a long shot, but I haven't got any better ideas. Me neither. Get the Roy Bean. Come on, Steve. Last custard stand. Let's see, where is Roy Bean? Alright, let's find it. Obsidian Unglyph. Easily destroyed.
Howdy, Lucy. Any line of that last jar of jelly beans?
No, I'm still looking.
Right. God damn it. I still gotta look for that last jelly bean.
Mushroom eaters near his house. Right. So, like, crowbar. Hey! Nice. Good stuff. Oh, wait. Got the fortune. Local weed extract. El Vibrato Keystone. Complicated punch card. And let me go ahead and deal with Discord for a quick second.
Okay.
Main building. Gymnasium. Okay, we got inside. Oh, unlimited grain. The train to Kellogg Ranch is at your disposal. Dig. Lot of fertilizer. Mixed grain. Ooh, big coil of barbed wire. Mine. Harvest, harvest. Let's see. Two fathoms, oh my god. Fathoms is like for underwater depth. Forge, mine. You seen any jelly beans? Yeah, had some jelly beans recently. I don't quite remember. Oh, they were in my lounge. Where's your lounge? I don't quite remember. It's only there part of the time anyway. What? I don't know. Would you like to buy a mushroom? This batch is extra groovy. No thanks. Okay, so we gotta find our lounge. What the... Some bones. Another bone sword. Some chips. Bone rings. Seen any jelly beans? Teeth, jawbone, teeth. I see. You know anything about a lounge? Teeth, lumbar, vertebrae. Labrador hallucinations. Do you know where Irene's lounge is? I've been there, but for some inexplicable reason, I was never invited to return. Inexplicable? I would self-actualize by returning on my own, but I don't remember where I was. And I will not tell me. It's quite frustrating. You seen any jelly beans? Well, first we must take care of to define our terms. What does it mean to see jelly beans? And what if what I see as jelly beans are different than what you see as... Cut the crap before I cut you. No, I've not. But I do know that Irene, the newest, and dare I say most delightful of our clan, of our little clan, is particularly fond of them. You might ask her. Can I interest you in a discussion? No, thank you. A more potent mushroom. In fact, I do. Go easy on this stuff. There's a real kick to it. You know where Irene's lounge is? Oh, yeah, I do. Don't tell the talking dude if you don't mind, but it's in the cave that we're... In the cave, that's where we get all of our mushrooms. Didn't see any lounge there. It's... You gotta be... He jerks his thumb to the apparatus behind him and winks at you. If you have any Lactarius dirtihipica mushrooms, I can refine them into a more potent mushroom. Wait a minute. Oh, fully opens my third eye, huh? Let's see. Talk, intimidate, Cactus Club, hey. Let's see. Off to one side of the trail, you spot a cactus that doesn't look quite right. Specifically, it doesn't look right at all, because it has a goblin face. As you get closer, you become pretty sure that it is actually just a goblin in a cactus outfit. It gives you some annoying side-eye and tries to wave you away, but the cactus arms aren't very mobile. Do you know a guy named Cactus Bill?
Shh, away going.
Why are you inside a cactus?
Watching cactus herd, or keeping safe from predator.
What predator?
Any predator. Desert tortoise, cactus eagle, other goblins. Now going away, you ruining my disguise.
Foolish goblin. That's the worst cactus predator, or the worst cactus predator is me.
Oh no! Watching me kicking over all of the cactuses. No! Here, we're giving you a gift not doing to that. Or not to doing that.
Very well, I am accepting your offer. Now I can get into the lounge. Grudge. Drink it. You can't use that item because your spleen is full. Level up your gumption to increase the size of your spleen. Fuck. God damn it. Now I can. You swallow the extract, the world turns inside out as your mind replaces it. You gain an effect Baccarat Galactarius. You made the classic mistake, you consumed something given to you by a hippie. Your third eye is open to all the way. Like, wow. I don't feel any different. Oh, what the? Comfy looking sofa. Lime jelly beans. I'll take a lime too. Mine. Wait. Where is it? The Kartsvit. Come on, I need that Kurtzvit stuff. Wasn't there anything other for Kurtzvit stuff? Or not? I don't even dance when I even have the Kurtzvit stuff on. What the hell? That sucks. Alright, got the stuff. Now back to Roy Bean.
Did Lucy any sign of that last jar of jelly beans?
I got him right here.
Well, I'll be jiggered.
Is that a real term? Hey, hang on. I need to see. jiggered. What? Wait. I'm seeing all different sorts of meanings to it. Oh. Basically, another say, well, I'll be damned. Alright then.
Okay. I didn't figure on seeing any of them jelly beans again. And here you've brought them all back, all 3 jars. I ain't got much to reward you other than a handshake, Lucy, but maybe I'll be able to pay you back somehow in the future.
Don't split it, Roy. I was happy to help. Wait. What? Oh, I think he already gave it to me? Did he even give me that jelly bean? What, you prefer warm jelly beans? Gross. What should we do next? Yeah, me too. Okay, there's a single yellow jelly bean in this case with a sign that says Paraguayan Murder Bee Honey Jelly Bean. Okay, now I just gotta see if that's even a thing. Okay, I see murder hornets. Uh-huh, but nothing about murder bees. Huh. Oh god, that's a queen Asian giant. Holy fuck, that's huge! That's a huge thing! Oh my god! Oh, ew. Ah, that's creepy. No. Very rare 6K meat. Roy walks over. Does this jelly bean really cost me 6,000 meat?
Well, normally it does, yes, but I guess seeing as you helped me out with them bandits and goblins and damn dirty hippies, let's call her 5.
5 meat? Really?
Yeah, I reckon. Better buy in a hurry before I change my mind.
Do it. Honey jelly bean. You hand over the meat, almost feels bad because of the depth of this discount. Like a 99% discount. So, let's go ahead and get that jelly bean. Eat it. You eat the jelly bean and your vision immediately clears. Modern medicine is really amazing. Don't really see attraction to jelly beans. You prefer licorice all sorts, like my granny. I prefer lemon drops. Bet it'll be jawbreakers if you compare me to your granny again. Let me see those eyes of yours. Yeah, you look much better. You feel ready to chase down the Emperor What's-His-Face. Let's head back to Frisco and pick up the trail. Let's do it. Alright, back to Frisco we go. Open it. Gotta get the train back. See what I can do. Follow the tracks. You jump onto Crazy Steve's back and ride like the wind, following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand up on Crazy Steve's saddle and leap onto the back of the train like a real badass, just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping you don't have to do that again. Your stuntman could have been killed. Looks like Alice decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own until you get back to Frisco. Whew. You're feeling neither fair nor square. Take the train back by force. Muscle, buck him up. Climb down. And fruit.
Say Kraken 5.
4,000. Oh man. Nubbed. Oh good, somebody's built a rickety-ass bridge between these train cars. This is very safe and not panic-inducing at all. Jump them. Muscle and... okay, fair enough. Whiffed. These bullets are just dumber than a bag of rocks. And dining room key. Unlock. $50 mysticality. And I got 400 XP. Can't stop Emperor Norton. Yeah, right. Oh, you know, 1, 2, 3. Maybe you better read the note on the wall first. The note says, I've hidden the key to the forward passenger car in my luggage to make sure it's easier for me to murder everyone in the sleeper car. Sincerely, a train murderer. Come to the roof of the sleeper car in the next 55 minutes if you want a murdering. You open the door to the third passenger compartment and find nobody inside. Since the note from the murderer said he was going to be on the roof of the train, that means he couldn't be in his passenger compartment. And since there's no one inside this passenger compartment, whoever the compartment belongs to can only, by process of elimination, be on the roof. Which means the person who rented this compartment must be the murderer. Probably. The only clue you find in here is a luggage ticket, though it has the number 3 on it. You open the doors to the second passenger compartment and look inside. There's a portly man in a dapper gray suit with a tiny, meticulously waxed mustache, and not like I'd like to clarify, an enormous bushy one. Excusez-moi. Is there some way I might be of assistance, madame? Sorry to bother you, but there's a murder on the loose and I'm checking the passenger compartments. Sacre bleu. This is very serious, mon ami.
allow me to prefer to you the use of my little gray cells.
I don't know what that means. But no thank you. Let me just ask you one question.
Well, certainly, I am at your service.
Are you on the roof of this train?
The roof of the train? Not on me? Right now?
That's right.
None. I am here in conversation with you.
Good. That's all. You open the door for the first passenger compartment. Little boy, about 10 years old, wearing a blue suit and knickerbockers. Let me look that one up. Okay. What I found is basically pants from the 1600s. Old settler pants, basically. Let's see.
Oh, hello, ma'am. Is something wrong?
Nothing you need to worry about, kid. I'm on the trail of a bad guy.
Do you mean a murderer, ma'am? I'm pretty sure there's one on this train. They don't call me the world's greatest detective for nothing.
What's your name, kid?
I probably shouldn't say it, ma'am. There might be a copyright thing.
Okay, well...
I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Just let me ask you one question.
Then you should lock your door after I'm gone.
I understand, ma'am. What would you like to know?
Are you on the roof of this train?
Excuse me? The murderer left a note saying he's on the roof of the train.
Are you?
No, ma'am. I'm in my passenger compartment.
Right, good. That'll be all. Nice. This is just too easy. Turns out his tag is number 3. Mind the gap. Yeah. You finally make it into the passenger car. One car back from the locomotive, which may be confusing if you thought locomotive meant the entire engine. So I could just say that the engine, except that also refers to the engine itself, that is, the actual steam engine that makes the train go, and not just the frontmost car of the train. Anyway, you're in the passenger car, when suddenly, Norton clambers in the window. He must have dramatically clung to the side of the train in order to reveal at the last minute that he hadn't actually been defeated. Dang it! He runs into the frontmost car of the train and locks the door.
What a jerk!
Maybe you could go get some of the passengers to help break the door down and arrest him. Or maybe you could just keep the door down, shoot him until he can't bother anybody anymore. Up to you. Excuse me, can you help me with something? Sorry, I'm busy. Ask my wife and my daughter. God knows she could do something to keep her occupied. What are you working on? It's quite academic. I'm sure you wouldn't understand. Try me. You must know I'm a scholar of foreign antiquities. I'm attempting to resolve this ancient conundrum from the Far East. Sudoku? He's doing Sudoku? Bro, that shit's easy. Just wow. Excuse me, ma'am. Whatever it is, I don't want no part of it. I keep it to myself. I keep myself to myself, and I got no desires to get involved. Thank you very much. Okay, she cannot do anything until I have Intimidating 5. I need percussive maintenance.
Okay. A crazy jerk calling himself Emperor Norton has hijacked the train. I need volunteers to help me bust down the door and arrest him. And will you help me? No, I'd really rather not. That fine sounds strenuous. Perhaps even dangerous. I prefer to avoid stress. I'm supposed to avoid things that might raise my blood pressure. Now with the many please, 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 please. Stop. No, no, stop that. I said no. Stop asking. You're really getting on my nerves. I'll stop asking if you say yes. No, damn it. Alright, fine. God, fine. I'll help. Just leave me alone. Thank you. Russell! You hear a tapping on the passenger car window. You open the window and your pet crow Russell flaps in and perches on your shoulder. Hey buddy, good to see you. Apologies for that little sudden pause. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful crow. And he knows you? Oh sure, me and Russell go way back. Caw. I rescued him from a cat when he was only just out of the nest. Raised him as a pet. Set him free when I left home recently. But what's he doing here? Has he been following you since then? No? No, I don't think so. Probably just happened to be flying by and spotted me on the roof of the train and recognized me. Crows are crazy smart like that. It's amazing. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have an avian friend like that. Well, I'm still gonna be doing a lot of traveling after this, I figure, so can't really drag Russell along with me. But I bet Russell wouldn't mind being pals with a nice lady in Frisco who helped save the train. What do you think, Russ? Russell caws again and flaps over to perch next to the lady. He lightly pecks at her shoulder in a friendly manner. Caw. My goodness, how could I refuse? It's a pleasure to meet you, Russell. My name's Annabelle. Awesome. I'll let you know when we're ready. Little girl's peering out the window of the train, clearly bored out of her mind. Hi there. Busy? No, all my toys and friends are in her luggage and it's boring and I hate it. You want to help me out with something really important? Huh? Like what? Well, the bad guy took over the engine car and needed people to help me break down the door and arrest him. What? Lady, I'm just a little girl. Hey now, that's not a good attitude. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything just because you're a girl. But, okay, yeah. We'll bust that crook's face in. Okay, that's the spirit. But you gotta pay me in advance. You're learning a little too fast. Already wanting payment. Alright, what do you want? I like stuffed animals. Or I like stuffed animals, okay. Let me find... Right, I need mysticality. Plot brand. Jeez. So this is... Safe cracking. Hop off and back to Frisco. I could. But what would the fun be in that? Oh, I've been doing my moxie, not my mysticality.
This one just ignores you. Fuck it. You know what? Screw it. Just me, you crazy old bastard. Well, that's one way to deal with an antagonistic bureaucrat. Not strictly speaking, a legal or moral way, but it's hard to argue with success. Especially when you're dealing with a crazy old bastard who poisoned your eyes and kidnapped an entire train. And I got 300 XP out of that. You did it! Thanks, boss. No problem. We got the track laid right up to the station now. The first ever cross-territory railroad, thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company, and principally you. You did a real good job, Lucy Moondust. Aw, shucks, don't mention it. Now we can head off into Frisco. This is a one-way train, so there's no sense in going there now. Well, I'll be. New face. I'm Clunsey. Make yourself at home. Thanks, I'm Lucy Moondust. New to town. I've been helping Manifest Destiny get the rail tracks laid. It was a tough job, but we finally got here. Sounds like you could use a drink. Clunsey? I sure could. What have you got? New Amsterdam, fashioned, and olive gin cone. Moxie, mysticality, muscle. Sorry, no darts. MGMT. Whiskey on the rocks, eh? That was a little funny the first time I heard it today. So by now it should be a laugh riot, right? Mm-hmm. Seriously though, why ruin that whiskey with that rock? I'm not here to drink. I'm doing important research. What kind of research do you do? Testing the effects of various liquids on hypercrystalline thermomorphic diorites. Today's liquid is ethanol. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm guessing you're some kind of scientist. Good guess. Specifically, I'm an archaeologist. Arcanogeologist. Arcano... magical rocks? Hey, not bad. You got it in one. Dr. Josie Morton, at your service. My second guess was gonna be buttholes, but rocks don't have those. Not typically, no. Morton, huh? Any relation to that Emperor guy? Who? There was a weirdo calling himself Emperor Norton. Are you asking me if I'm related because our last names rhyme? Well, not anymore. Have you met the professor? The guy researching El Vibrato by Gustavson Gulch? That's him. His work is really intriguing, but our fields of study don't overlap as much as you'd expect. No? I thought El Vibrato would be up your alley. There's all kind of magical rocks and that stuff. Yeah, but those rocks were heavily modified by El Vibratons, or Vibratones. My interest is in magical rocks, in their naturally occurring state. Ah, I see. How's your whiskey experiment going? Not great, to be honest. I wasn't expecting much. This test should really be done with pure ethanol, but it's too hard to get that out here. So I'm trying whiskey just for the heck of it. But the impurities in it would screw up my findings, even if I had any. Well, that's a shame. Hey, your rock just turned blue. Oh, that's unrelated. Hypercrystalline thermomorphic diorite turns blue every 23 minutes. I have a colleague who patented a design for a watch based on that property of it, but a 23-minute watch isn't very useful. Plus, you know, the whole cancer thing. Cancer? Yeah, did you think I wasn't drinking this because of the flavor? It's because I don't want a tumor that can yell its own name. Do you need help with any of your experiments? Sure. I can always use more samples. If you find anything interesting, any interesting rocks, bring them by my house. What counts as interesting? I haven't seen any rocks that turn blue. Oh, just anything a rock doesn't ordinarily do. Moving around on its own, defying gravity, displaying rudimentary intelligence. What about a rock that plays a banjo? Have you seen a rock that plays a banjo? Oh no, I was just what-ifing. Jeez Louise, don't get my hopes up like that. Well, I'll swing by if I find any interesting rocks. Alrighty then, hope to see you soon. She pays her tab, fishes the rock out of her whiskey, and leaves. You decide there's no sense in throwing the bath water out with the baby, and you pocket the whiskey. What? Huh? I've never heard that term before. Oh boy, another spittoon. Let's go. Let's do it. I've given up. This is the last spittoon in the game. And I'm not gonna try and convince you to not be the most disgusting person on Earth anymore. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, search that filthy spittoon. You kneel down on the floor and you throw your arms around the spittoon, giving that greasy brass bucket a big hug. How about a kiss? Would you like to kiss it? You know it, baby. You pucker up and give that spittoon a great big kiss right on the rim. Is there tongue involved? We'll leave that up to you, but even without it, it tastes like burning horse. Oh my god, it had to go there. It had to go there. I love it. I know you do, friend, and if it were legal in this county, I'd let you marry that spittoon and have a beautiful romantic honeymoon night with it, but unfortunately you're gonna have to settle for wearing it as a hat. Yes, please. You flip that beautiful brass bucket over and slap it on your head, drenching yourself in hot brown tobacco spit. It washes down over your face and wear it like a sewage waterfall, soaking your clothes, running down your collar, and slithering into your underwear, and filling your boots. I can't even force myself to describe it in any more detail than that. You are the world's foulest human being. Congratulations! Spittoon hat. 6 mysticality and 11 spell damage. Hooray! Dive in. Gore. Oh, we got a bean slinger. Well, it's quite interesting. Decent whiskey, wine, tequila. Mysticality, moxie, muscle. What's with the huge brawl going on over there?
Oh, them fellers are blowing off steam. I just let them go ahead and get their aggressions out. So long as they keep over there, away from the furniture I've got left.
What can you tell me about Frisco?
Oh, it's a fine town. A fella named Sanson Frisco founded it way back when the mines first opened out this way and everyone caught the fever.
Mining fever?
Yep, the kind you get from breathing too much dirt. Frisco was a doctor, you see.
Ah, gotcha. Bye-bye, Marmon. Comedy flyer. It's just nearly identical house as far as the eye can see in that direction. This is something you found out of the ground in Frisco, which means that in the absolute best case scenario, it's garbage. You read the garbage, it turns out to be a flyer for a comedy shack up north of Frisco. You jot down the location of your map and throw the flyer away. Wasco's Comedy Shack. Infernal soul fragments. Interesting. Desolate, lonesome coast. Custard. Fort unnecessary. Fine, Custard. Hi. Well, howdy there. Welcome to the Last Custard Stand. I'm Custard Man Stan, and I make custards like only Custard Man Stan can. Care to try some? Give me them sweet custards. Chocolate, which is for Moxie, Mysticality, Raisin, Vanilla, Muscle. Jeweler's Cabin. Abandoned Mine. Bite. 1 through 3. He's down. Construction Sledge. Let's see. Brass bowl ring, bile, tongue, and meat. And a miner. Miner skeleton. Oh, I thought I would have been able to take his pickaxe. Studies remains of your undead foes. Oh, okay. That's good. A jewelry shop. Let's see what you got. Oh, hello, customer. Why, hello to Master Gerald's jewelry shop. Howdy, are you Master Gerald? Oh no, Master Gerald is back of it at his workbench. I'm just his assistant and translator. A goblin jewelsmith. You betting your britches, missy, and not forgetting it. He says that's right, the finest jeweler in this territory. Well, what do you know? I don't see anything on display, though. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring a sufficiently valuable gemstone, he'll craft it into a fine ring for you, for a fee. No trash rocks. Well, here's what I've got. Bah! All of trash and garbage bean. Master Gerald apologizes, but there's nothing here he can work with. I see. Pluck 'em. Blush.
Yay.
Anyways, let's keep moving. Bite. A cobra. Snake liver. Howdy, Doc. Al stops and sniffs the air. You smell that? No. It's real faint. I like how to whiff of it. But there's a distillery nearby. Good grief, Alice. It's like you got super wino powers. Hey now, I object to being characterized as some kind of lush. I'm a connoisseur of only the finest of hooches. Okay. Let's check it out. Looks like you saved the day, Lucy. I knew you had it in you. Mosey. Howdy, Wasco Shafter's the name and comedy's the game. Are you here for a real thigh-slapping good time? Alright, hit me. Okay, so a skeleton walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Wait, it's a horse, not a skeleton. Sorry." Anyway, after a bartender asks the horse, "Hey, why's your face so long, buddy?" Ah. Ha. Ha. No. You know what? I want to see if there's anything I can even get out of this. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, here's a good one. Take my wife, please. please. Anyway, I just flew in from Canada, which is weird, right? Because people can't fly, except for balloons or gliders. We won't have actual airplanes for at least another couple of decades, anyway. Wasco, you're really bad at this. No, I'm not. You're bad at the stuff you do. Dumb things, probably. Come on, man. There's gotta be something out of this. Seriously, you aren't good at comedy. Shut up, I'm great at jokes. No, you aren't. What about my... Your timing is terrible. I'm telling you sincerely, you should quit. Let's take a look through the others. Uncle Alex thinks he's a chicken. Wife suggested we should take him to see a psychiatrist. Maybe we should take him to a regular doctor. Pretty sure it shouldn't be possible for a regular human man to lay eggs. Seriously? Like, there's one guy in Larry named Who, and the other one, I don't know. Third base, okay. You already saw that one. Alright, fine, I admit it. I can't tell jokes worth a darn. What else am I supposed to do, though? You're a pretty decent banjo player. The jewel in dirt water could use a banjo. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Can't be much worse. I'll head on over there shortly. Thanks for the idea. Sure thing. Curious False Mountain. Rent a mule. Dig it up. Handful of old coin. Just sell them. Sweet. Deepest delve mine. Ooh. Holloway's Hideaway. Curious Flat Plain. Olive Garden's Homestead. An ice ungolith. What? Ice. Oh, hey, Sally. Hey. Let's see, what do you got? Anything good? Ooh, needles. I'll take them all. I'll definitely take them all. Let's see. Sell the gold skull. Sell those. 300 for ghost pickles. Have more random encounters with skeletons. Yeah, I'll just sell 2 of them when I can just make more. I can literally just make more and sell them that way. But she wants me to buy them for 1,500. Hell no. Flat plane. Power it up. El Vibrato. El Vibrato for West and power. I'd keep going, but I'm not animated for climbing. Damn. This ladder is missing about 70% of its rungs, so dangerous. Call OSHA. Climb down. Check it. 6 scraps, a rod, 2 punch cards. This is definitely one of the largest hexagons you've ever seen. Monolith is dark. Ooh. El Vibrato cylinder replaced. Nice. Local power. Cool. Roberto containment? I'm gonna need to learn more words. Now let's go to the moonshine. These damn things don't want to leave me alone. Surveys the scene and jots some notes in a little notebook. Jar moonshine. What's this thing? Well, it looks like a whiskey still. Except wider. Some extra bits I don't recognize. Big surprise that you turned out to be an expert on stills. Hey now, I'm a doctor, remember? I know a thing or two about chemistry, and a still is basically the second simplest application of chemistry equipment there is. After a coffee pot. Sure. Turning moon into moonshine? What? Turning moon into moonshine. Moonbits. Where do I get moonbits? A cryobove. Yeah, not dealing with your shit. The deepest stealth mine, the Coal Smasher 5000. Anything further on down this way? Yes, there is. Oh boy, a toolbox. Open it. A gas cap. Don't even try to pass it. You can't. Sweet. Let's see. Is that coal crusher gonna need that cap? No? Okay. Floor to ceiling shaft. Can of kerosene, gas cap, write it down. Level 2. Okay. Ooh. These cultists are really going down with their whispering and tracing of spirals in the air, generally being really creepy cult weirdos. They seem too preoccupied with their spooky nonsense to notice you. Unfortunately, they're blocking your path. Wait, don't I have one of them masks? Yeah. God damn it. Fuck it. Wade in and fight. Cultist of Roberto. Deal with you first. Ooh. I actually got 3+3 to all my stats. Nice. Thank you. And you're dead. Oh, they're taking away stats. Never mind. Sarsaparillas. Not bad, not bad. Take it. El Vibrato Cross. But what were cultists of Roberto doing down here? What would they even want to be doing with El Vibrato stuff? Level 3 this time. rail track. Push it. This is real heavy. Ready to be grabbed. Grab it. A child's bracelet. Huh. Even if it wasn't also way too colorful for you to wear in public. Oh, come on. I'm sure it's fine. Lush. Lush. Wade in and fight. Okay, they do spooky damage. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. Let's get beefed. Beef up. Not enough. Bop. And kill. Stock certificate. Hey, just sell it. Spooky resistance. Looking at this altar makes your stomach spin. The central spiral has a nauseating optical illusion effect that makes it look like you're spinning, or it's spinning, even though it isn't. You feel like if you get too close, you might fall right into it. Yeah, that does look quite weird. See if there's anything to the left. Oh! Vibrato Kingstone. Hello. 5 scraps, 3 punch cards, and a grenade. A grenade to all enemies. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. Creepy Tai Chi. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna be using... Let's see, what do I got? 30 to all my enemies. Just use some items here, and not full stop, but gore. Gore on these enemies. Shoot them up. And done. Now what were they blocking from this way? Destroy. And insert the keystone. Enter the portal. West Roberto Containment Power, Kuzcro. Place it in the machine. Terminal screen reads West Roberto Containment Power, Kuzcro, East Roberto Containment Power, Kuzcro, Nonokbe, Resonator, Nogacha. And And I just did all this so I can put that thing in there? Okay. Let's just get out of here now. Holloway's hideaway. A shop.
Howdy. Name's Holloway. Ab Holloway. Sorry for the chittering. I ain't seen another person in a long time.
That's not surprising. This place is pretty secluded. What do you do here?
Mostly I sell pine cones to squirrels.
He frowns. Huh. Alright. Holloway chews on something he had stored away in one of his cheeks. Let me see what you're selling. Let's see. Jar of peanut butter. I'll take the needles. Ah, Christ. I just bought a damn pickaxe. Don't need another one, though. Is there anything I can sell? The engagement ring, stock certificate. And that's it. See you later, buddy. The Alamo Rent-A-Mule. Planet hopping, looping the loop, and three-leaf clovering. It will be nice when they invent one of these that can sleep properly, so you can split the atom and bite the pants. Needle. This year's model. Oh my god. Howdy, welcome to Alamo Rent-A-Mule. How can I help you? I'd like to rent a mule. Excuse me, but didn't you ride up here on a horse? Yes. So what do you need a mule for? I guess you have a point. Please remember us in the future if your horse breaks down, though. Sure. Saddle warmers, two-way sneeze through wind vent, steel belted radials, butt muffler. Extra cargo space, that does sound nice. Deluxe eyeball wipers. Isn't that what eyelids are for? Sound dampened shoes. Leather floor mats. Cruise control. Bunch of features you can pay extra for renting a mule. Fuzzy dice. Where are you gonna put fuzzy dice? Around its neck? Self-kicking tires. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that already comes with the mule. Rear view mirror, where are you gonna put it? Are you just gonna jam one at the side of its head? Anti-lock hooves. A side of coleslaw. Steel belted radio. Yeah, two-way sneeze through wind vent. Oh my god. Do you mean this bracelet? Oh great, another customer. As if I didn't have enough to deal with already. What with the paperwork and the heat and the mule bites, and someone keeps stealing my lunch out of the employee icebox, and my trick knuckle is acting up again. Gosh. Sure would be nice if I got a little peace and quiet, but nope, I gotta stand here at this counter all day and the hardwood floor isn't helping my sciatica. Let me tell you, don't even get me started on what they even pay us around here. The mules eat better than I do. Uh-huh. If all that wasn't bad enough, I went and dropped my daughter's birthday present down a stupid hole at a stupid mine. And will anyone go and get it for me? Yeah, right. Oh, you mean this bracelet? Oh, wow! Thanks a bundle. It's a real tragedy that there were so few selfless and kind-hearted people like you in the world, willing to do a huge, dangerous favor for a total stranger without any expectation of a reward. Yeah, sure. No problem. Always happy to help. Wait. I just realized I still have that, big-ass thing of coal to do. Activate the winch. Smash it. super condensed coal. This chunk of coal has a tremendous amount of pressure applied to it. Now all you need is a few hundred years and you'll have a great big diamond. Oh, so happy. Talk to Goblin. I'll take that gun for free, thank you very much. Sorry. Sigiled pistol. Spell damage. 4 to 6 damage, though. Ugh. That's bad. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. Name is Lucy. Howdy, Lucy. I'm Olive. Olive Garden. Nice garden you got here, Olive. Why, thanks. Looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow them just to eat. I grow them to eat. I grow them to grow them. In fact, if you got knowledge, you're welcome to harvest anything you'd like. Thanks. Sure thing, hun. Well, I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado. Do you know there's more than 2,000 different breeds of cactus, all different shapes and sizes, and all different colors of flowers, too? I'll be. Oh. Crap, I did not read all that. Loco weed, agave nectar, shockweed, Frisco poppies. Ooh! That's actually pretty good. Not now, thanks. That Blossom Gin. Curious False Mountain. Be strong enough. Investigate. Some of these rocks aren't real. They vanish as soon as you look at them closely. Banish it. A cylindrical piece. Powered Frisco. I need another piece right there. I believe another rod or something. I don't know. Hopefully I can find something at another location. Heal up. And done. Doc Morton. Let's see, some kind of drilling machine. Must have taken a real beating. This doesn't seem natural. No, it doesn't. These new lamp things usually need to be plugged into something. Yes, but I modified them to run on ambient arcanolithic radiation. You can see how they work more reliably the closer they are to that diuretic resonator on the floor there. Yes, I understand this. Not yet, I'm keeping an eye out on any specific rocks I find. You're so close though. Boost boots. Ooh, 5 speed. Up this wire, up this spring, twist the flange a little, and Bob's your uncle. Sweet. 3 boots. Now the abandoned mine, open with the crowbar, and got a rock hammer. Mine-splaining, unrefined meat nuggets. I'll take a strange silvery crystal. Nerve pills and surgical gin. Rested away to uselessness. Rested away. Loot, mind-splaining bonus. Sweet. Another teleporter. 5 complicated and 5 normal. I'm taking it. Mind-splaining. A drilling machine. Oh, great. More of these goddamn cultists. Never mind. Note says, Dear Jeff, got called up north to the deepest delve. See you soon. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Jeff. Well, this is quite something. This is certainly something. Not what I was hoping for or expecting to see. Whoa. El Vibrato Rum? Increase your item and meat. Oh. If I go down again, I'm using that right away. Fight through these damn snakes. That's it. Just whiff. Just whiff it.
You got nothing on me. You got nothing.
Mind-splain. Mine. It's all mine. Okay, so we can now get out of here, go... Let's wander around a bit, actually. Heal up. And done. Again. Open. Ooh, medical gun. Hello. 30 HP. Do it. I got a banana. Right away, coolly. Open it. Is there nothing else? What? Oh man. I was really hoping for more. Oh, moonbits. I guess nothing else. Damn. A harried-looking young woman in a military outfit, darts in front of the door as you enter. Oh no, I can't be having any more misfits in this jerk ward. You can either swear to me that you're halfway competent, heck, even a quarter, and that you'll help sort out this crew of no-hopers, or you can turn right back around and march double time. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to your promise. Come on in. I'm Captain Harriet Davenport. Name's Lucy Moondoes. What's the problem, Cap? Problems. Welcome to Camp Fubar, where all the Army's idiots and rejects are sent so they're out of the way. I've had it up to my eyeballs trying to run this place. Please help me, or help these morons figure out their malfunctions, so they can muster out of here and leave me in peace. Can you please give me some details on the matter? You'll need to talk to them individually for more information, but the brief is, we've got a scout who's blind as a bat, a cook who can't figure out how to make corned beef hash on toast, a guy who can't load and fire a cannon without blowing it up or maybe shooting backwards, a guy who somehow, and I can't for the life of me figure it out, is too bow-legged to ride a horse, and a kid who was sent here because he can't figure out how to tie a bow tie. Oh, and just to put the icing on the cake, we have infinite goblins living in our storage shed. Wow. Okay, I begin to see the scope of your compliment, or complaint. Girl, you are not Whistling Dixie. You are not just Whistling Dixie. So what'd you do to get sent here? Do not ask. Okay, well, I'll just take a look around then. Got it. Let's see. I can try and get you a new pair of glasses. There's a jeweler not too far from here. You could probably grind me a pair of lenses. Just tell him to make them thick as Dickens. Let's see what I can do.
Howdy.
Hi, what's wrong?
Aw, gee willikers, I had a pretty good job as the General's personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here.
What happened?
Everything was great at first. I'm pretty good at scheduling, I can write shorthand. I'm an A+ boot polisher, but then the General went and decided he looked more serious and sophisticated with a bow tie. And he expected me to do the tying for him.
No good?
Nope. I can't do a sheep shank and a bow line and a clover hitch. But for the life of me, I can't get a bow tie to look right. The General sent me out here at practice on and said not to come back till I got it.
Let's help him out. Okay, here. You got two ends like this, right? You want the side end a little shorter, and the side crosses up over top, and under up, and then under and up, while the other side does sort of zigzag, see? Then you bring the up bit straight down, back around, and folds under there, and then you pull them tight. Got it?
I think so. Let me try it.
Now the two of you go back and forth a few times until he finally gets it without poking himself in the eye.
I think I've got it. Thanks a lot. Wait till I show the General.
He runs out of the building waving the bow tie in the air. Good luck. Investigate the medal of adequacy. Excuse me once more. It wouldn't be cruel if I just helped him out. Howdy, Private. Cooker. How appropriate. Well, it would be if I knew how to cook, like, even a little bit. What seems to be trouble? I've only got two ingredients here, and I cannot, for the life of me, how to figure out how to combine them. Corned beef, hash, and toast. Help him with a metaphor. If you thought of toast as... a shingle. And the corned beef as shinola. Okay, a shoe. Corncob pipe? Okay, your elbow, your head. Oh, god damn it. Roadmap. Hole in the ground? No? Okay, I'm just gonna do different combinations until I get it, basically. Just... Wait, what even is shinola? I've never even heard of this. Shinola. Shinola on a shoe? Oh. Oh, okay. Shoe polish. Okay. I never even knew that. I literally did not know what Shinola was. Well, that's him taken care of. Howdy. They call me Private Bowlegs. I can see why you seem uncomfortable. You ain't kidding. Look at my legs. They're bent so far out I can hardly touch both knees at once. Walking hurts like a dickens. Captain said it keeps you from riding a horse. Yep, they're too wide. Horse slips right out between them. Huh. Think I can ride a mule though. What with him being a tad lower to the ground. Or I can just bend your legs back. You don't need a mule, this is fixable. Hold still a minute. Huh? Okay. With some grunts from you and cries of pain from him, you normalize his legs. Oh, ah! Great jumping Jiminy woman! Oh, don't be such a baby. Look, they're much straighter now. I guess I can't deny that. Winces and as he mounts the nearby horse and rides out of the camp. Good. Gun storage, no goblins. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Goblin stew and goblin short pants. What's the haps? I'm supposed to be a cannoneer, but I'm terrible loading cannons. They always explode. Except not the way they're supposed to explode, or else they don't explode at all. Huh. The only time I ever got one to fire right, the cannonball knocked my sergeant's hat off and he was standing behind me. I still can't figure out how it happened. So they assigned me to this loser squad and said I can't report back for a proper duty until I figured out how to load a cannon right. Let's see, cannon loading for idiots? Yeah. Oh, you take the stick out before you put the cannonball in? Well, that certainly sounds easier. What? Has he literally been leaving the loading stick in the cannon? No wonder he's blowing up the goddamn cannons. Oh my god. I did it. Wow, great. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go get my new assignment right away. He literally blew up the cannons because he left the goddamn... Oh my god. One hapless goofball left to fix. Blindman. Right. Blindman. The jeweler. I don't have a battery. Fuck. I need a pair of eyeglasses. Let's see. Having some old soda bottles for grinding down should be working fine. He says yes, we have some glass of the finest optical quality. Is 500 meat acceptable? Sure thing. Very thick spectacles. The clerk invites you to have a seat in their living area while Master Gerald gets to work cutting and grinding some glass into lenses and setting them into wire frames. You flip through a Goblin magazine while you wait. The lead article seems to be about social interaction with humans and the value of occasionally pretending to be dumber than you actually are. Okay, close enough for government working. Master Drilled has completed your spectacles with the utmost degree of craftsmanship. Here you are. Very thick spectacles. Thank you, my good sir. Oh, huh. An ancient seaweed-draped skeleton is shambling toward you, hissing and moaning. Oh, huh. I guess we must be near the beach. How do you determine where the desert stops and begins, or beach begins? I don't really know how to tell the difference between desert sand and beach sand. Fight it. And destroyed. Sea Skull. What? That... I literally use its head as an offhand. Here, try these on. Well, I'll be. Never realized what a dump this place is. They work, I can see a dang thing. Hooray! Great job. That's everyone dealt with, and I'm out of here. That means I'm finally out of this hellhole too. If we ever cross paths again, I really owe you one. Captain Davenport frisbees her clipboard, snaps you a salute, and marches out of the fort. All in a day's work. Huh. Wait, I could've sworn I had some binoculars as well. Didn't I? Oh yeah, I got my advanced cow punching. Ever vigilant. 2 AP. And then I got all the lock-picking expertise. Yeah, I already got that. Let's see. Grinning Skull, Skeletal Buddy, Vampiric Yodel, Ray's Thrall, and Rain of Teeth. And yeah, I think that's about it. This has been all of the base game to West of Loathing. Looks like somebody on the train got a job as a projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only been recently invented and nobody's figured out that they can charge for them yet. Note, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you will still be here and you can keep playing if you want. Sure, some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out. The consequences of their actions, like. With the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to see their fortunes, but thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire, because some cow attacked their wagon. Frisco, all of its many residences. With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job but in of an opportunity. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named the most reliable city by the Tuesday Evening Post.
Well, hey there, Smee.
Dissatisfied with the thought of returning to her old life in Boring Springs, Doc Alice opened a free clinic in Frisco, lived out the rest of her days as a practicing doctor. Frisco's loose moral atmosphere and the opening of a mercury mine a ways down the peninsula meant she stayed too busy to worry much most days. The clinic was so important that Frisco eventually counterculture movement that a popular song was written about it. The refrain was, you can get rid of anything you want at Alice's clinic. Finish the game with Doc Alice. What's up, Doc? After she finished getting the bakery boys up and running, Louise moved to Frisco and opened up her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Unfortunately, after some unknown vandal kept breaking in at night and destroying all of her pies, she had to switch to breads only model. Not bad. If only she kept doing the pies, though, that'd be great. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth because of the first rule of Kurtz Fits is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtz Fits. Kurtz till it hurts. No Kurtz pain, no Kurtz gain. The musicians you sent to Dirtwater formed a band called Wasco and the Pufferfish. They had a few hits and mostly faded into obscurity, though you'd occasionally hear Wasco in a radio ad years later. You solved 5 of Breadwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint and refresh the facade of the buttery biscuit. Not bad. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, an accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memoriam, and they still talk about you. Do we have any more root beer? With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, at first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hoo-wee! Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleepy town became a shining oasis in a barren land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name, and they even put a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. Absolutely beautiful. As for you, after your adventure you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to help people. Over the course of your adventure, you helped out 53 people. You weren't whistling Dixie when you declared your intentions. If you had been Catholic, they definitely would have sainted you if you had asked. But you wouldn't have asked, because you wouldn't want to be in any trouble. Ah, this is my place? Nice! Oh, this is really nice. Yeah, my grain. all the hat racks. So many hats I still need to grab. The huge ass skeleton pile. My spittoon hat. In 1906, all the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all the folks at Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly night. 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing the thing they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know are dead by then. Most of humanity has moved to space. Still, though, it's a shame about the planet. There were some cool bars there. Ah, that thing that I had installed. Thank you for playing. And even then, there is also the other game of Shadows over Loathing. All the beta testers. The end. If you enjoyed West of Loathing, you might also enjoy our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, on the internet at kingdomofloathing.com. And this has been the entirety of West of Loathing. There is also the DLC as well. If you want to see that, then go ahead and leave down a comment if you want to see me go through that one as well. But this has been the base main game for West of Loathing. If you did enjoy, please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see all of you in the next video. But anyways, this is I, your host, signing out. Take care, everybody. Peace.